H-A-T. It's in the name.
Welcome into the Helping Healing Humor podcast with Ben and Travis. We're going to talk a little 2023. That would be the second annual Disco Dodgeball Tournament for St. Jude. We're going to do that right after these messages. This episode of the Helping Healing Humor podcast is brought to you by the 2023 Heritage event on Saturday, August 26th, featuring an incredible night of music from the frontmen of country, the Secret Sisters, and Cadence Baker. General admission tickets and table sponsorships are available for purchase. For more information, visit www.hcu.edu. The mission of Heritage Christian University is simple. They aim to advance the churches of Christ by equipping servants through undergraduate and graduate programs. HCU produces effective communicators of the gospel, focusing on evangelism and a commitment to Scripture. Heritage Christian University offers the following degrees: Associate of Arts in Biblical Studies, Bachelor of Arts in Biblical Studies, Master of Arts, Master of Ministry, and Master of Divinity. HCU is accredited by the Association for Biblical Higher Education and is an associate member of the Association of Theological Schools. Since 1968, Heritage Christian University has offered affordable degrees in biblical studies, allowing graduates to thrive in their ministries without the burden of loan debt. For the fall 2023 semester, HCU is offering full tuition scholarships for graduate-level students. For more information about Heritage Christian University or the annual Heritage event, visit www.hcu.edu. I'm Travis Creasy. That's all-pro counselor from Three Chord Counseling here in the Shoals. He's a rock and roller. Neither one of us played today, nor is our guest, Josh Thorne. Josh is back. You joined us back in December, right? Right after the St. Jude run. We're getting geared up. But Josh, it's great to have you.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
The recruiter of teams. I mean, this man is basically a general manager, I guess, of the whole thing. But we raised a little money. We have no idea how much just yet, but I would say probably easily over $1,000. We had that in sponsorships. So we'll put a total out.
$1,500 in sponsorships.
So I'm thinking, and we'll split that pretty down the middle, 3 ways. I guess not down the middle. But we'll split it 3 ways. Put it on our collective team, Ben and Travis. Kind of put us over the top, Ben. I'm pretty sure you're at least going to be running as Superman.
Yeah,
and I'll be close to running as Spider-Man.
I think it's going to happen, and that's okay. Superman's not my favorite. Batman's my favorite, but I didn't want to run in a mask.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I've got the cape, but I think
if I run as Spider-Man, it will be like the mask will be up over my face.
I think the part of it was the cape. I was going to write the names. Now, I may lose some of that before I get through. Some of that may be coming off in the road. But
I have no challenges yet for mine. I haven't even thought about that.
Yeah. So might have to do that.
Maybe we just make them up.
Might be some suggestions.
Maybe you comment down and come up with ideas that Josh has to do.
You're more of a Superman than I. You can just have the Superman.
I actually have several times done Clark Kent about 4 times now for Halloween. So
it works.
I'll just put
you
the glasses on.
Peter Parker. I'm just saying, it's there. You can pull it off.
Gel the hair,
put the glasses on. I have a little curl right here in the forehead.
So we had 7 teams, right? That's
7
how it
teams.
came out. 7 teams. Travis's Minions, Ben's Children. I think they changed their name several times. Ben's Children's, Ben's Minions.
Which wasn't my children.
Ben,
and then
Minions. I mean, that could have been it. Who actually won the whole thing? They took home the overall championship.
Basically, Highland Park Teenage Boys.
Yeah, the Brave Bros defended their adult division championship, came up short in the title game, and Will Mayan, 2 years in a row, comes up short in the overall championship. But he did leave a champion. Josh, his co-workers, the Polaris team, I think they had probably the most fun out of any group that came, and they were just great to watch, and honestly, kind of shockingly athletic, right?
Yeah.
Much more than I would have been if you had put me on that team. I
one left with a black eye, I think.
Yeah.
And,
of course, I motivated him. I was like, good thing your boss isn't watching.
Yeah. Nice.
We're gonna see how you really do under pressure.
Nice. I like that.
We had the general Spans Army or
Spans
soldiers. There you go.
And the Ball Dodgers of the Christian Student Center.
That's right.
Who we leaving
We kept calling it Webster.
Defenders of Equal Rights.
Defenders of Equal Rights. They did not defend their title. They were struggling this year a little bit. So
everybody got to play everybody, and then we went to a double elimination, which basically was a 2 of 3, best of 3 tournament. And then we got to the final, and it was the best of 5. And we did have one half-court shot from one of the.
We did.
I called a bank in the corner. I was behind her. I said, "That's in."
Sploosh.
The bank was open.
So look for that on the highlight reel. And of course, we'll put a total out there. You actually, of course, by the time this is released to the public, the Dodgeathon will be over because it goes through Sunday night. But there'll be some announcements about how much we raised and what things we unlocked for some of the giveaways.
Unlock those challenges.
I had a $5. If you donated $5 or more, I think it was something from the bat store, and then you had like 25 plus.
Yeah.
Can't remember what.
I did 25 plus. I think you got entered to get a $50 gift card, I believe, to either almost at Target. It wasn't Target.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A. I'm tired. Chick-fil-A or Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, I think was the and there might be some other options there, but those were the ones.
Don't let me forget, our aunt gave us both $25, so she certainly will be entered for that.
Yeah, we have several. I had several give this week for that, so we're gonna be in pretty good shape in a drawing for that one. So,
so Josh,
a lot of good sponsors.
Tons of sponsors, and you can watch the live stream.
Yeah,
and I'll clip that up. Last year, I kind of edited the film up so it was just the matchups, the individual matchups, and I released those as we lead up to our run. I think the championship game was released.
Yep.
Like the week or the day before we ran in December. So look for those. We are very thankful for Challenge Youth Conference continued support of this podcast and their partnership in raising funds for St. Jude through the Stayin' Alive Dodgeball Tournament. The purpose of Challenge Youth Conference is to meet the needs of our church teenagers who are growing up in a society that is often indifferent to living a life for Christ. CYC's mission is to present a program utilizing solid and sound scriptural emphasis. Our vision is to maintain a positive program which empowers our teenagers with sound teaching that challenges and encourages them to live their lives for Christ. You can email info@cyconline.com or go to cyconline.com to learn more information. We hope to see you there. A lot of exciting moments. We mentioned the half quarter. That one stood out to us. Is there something to you guys, as individuals?
A bunch of good headshots. Blake doing the quivers. That was perfect.
Yes.
That was great. That was great.
I think Destin got a perfect shot with the camera of Blake on the knee after he won.
Nice.
So I think that's going to be a good shot.
Yeah.
I think the guy for your team,
Jacob.
Jacob made a diving catch that was
fantastic.
Incredible.
Selling out.
Over on the side and got his elbow pretty good. His knee he left with a black eye, I think. So even better, and that had nothing to do with that one. So apparently, he was selling out. I think that's a good worker there, boss man. I think you need to hang on.
Lack of effort was not impressive.
Yeah, impressive. It was impressive.
Now you might want to check on him tomorrow.
Yes, well,
because he may be calling in sick on Monday, but I don't know. I don't know how well he's going to be feeling tomorrow. But that was a great one. Do you have one?
So I don't know who it was, the team, but it was when the guy accidentally caught it falling backwards. He was actually
Ben
falling,
Redrick, I think.
And when he went to catch himself, he caught a ball in between his arms.
Yeah, I thought it hit him and went behind him. And then when he got up, it was there. I was like, that was pretty sweet.
So. There was a lot of good ones. Even Ridge, the little kid on the Polaris team, that was he had some very good saves right out the gate, like on the first game. So it was fantastic.
You can't take anybody light because
you never know who's going to make the play.
Then you enter the pins. We talked about that, how that changes the game. You got the half court shot, and some teams got beat that probably did pretty well. The Brave Bros didn't suffer defeat. They were undefeated in the round robin and then got beat in the championship. So it's fun. It's a blast. Of course, ultimately, it's about St. Jude. But, it's fun to be able to come and have a great day like today and know you're helping some people out. And people were very generous I haven't, once again, counted all the cash that was donated, but probably put that out later tonight. And of course, it runs through Sunday, so hopefully we can get to closer to that 4,000 mark. And you can go to benandtravis.com/dodgeball, or just benandtravis.com. It's the St. Jude button at the top. You can click that and help us out.
We had MVP Justice Henry came in the clutch with his team multiple times, catching some that were thrown towards the goal.
Oh yeah,
catching some that were deflected. I mean, he had the good hands award for sure.
Oh yeah,
and the Braves Bros, I think there was a couple of games they got almost everybody out just on catches.
Yep.
It was
some decimation.
Athleticism everywhere. I mean, every single team had.
We had a couple of instances where it was like down to 1 or 2 left,
and then people
catch,
and it was like even again. And I like seeing that.
There was 1 versus 4 one game, and then they caught 2 and brought 2 back, and they ended up winning that game. So it was
That's
fantastic.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing and breaking it up into those where you can see those more closely, and of course they'll make some highlights, and we'll put that together for everybody. But guys, you got any other takes? Marcel
letting us use it.
Hanging in the Inter Sanctum. It became the Disco Inferno today.
It did.
And I don't know that Marcel could ever say that prior to last year. Nobody's looking at Marcel and equating that with the Disco Inferno, but here we are.
Disco dances going on, just some dodgeball. So
we certainly love our sponsors, certainly love all the hard work you guys put into it. Once again, you can still support. We'll be raising money, even if we get past our 4,000 each individual. And then once we get past ours, we'll start passing it off to everybody else to try and make theirs. But we've all committed to raising 4,000 apiece. So that's at least 12,000 for Team Ben and Travis.
Do we have any other team members?
I think Justin Bretherk signed on.
That's right.
He's raising, and then Will's helping us raise. So should be a good time in December. Fellas, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thanks, Josh, the recruiter man, who got all sorts of teams involved. And I think everybody had a good time. I think if you go watch it, you're going to see that everybody had a blast. So hopefully next year we'll get a few more people on.
Put that link in the description, and who knows if we might have one more. I'm thinking about maybe one in Fayetteville coming October or something. I don't know. We're going to do something, but stay tuned. We'll come up with some other crazy harebrained ideas to raise money for St. Jude. Guys, I appreciate it, and we'll talk at you again later.
Thanks for being with us for this episode of the Helping Healing Humor podcast. Be sure to download our free ebook, 28 Days of Focused Living, at benandtravis.com and receive all of our Helping Healing and Humor extra content directly in your inbox. We look forward to having you join us at the same Ben and Travis time, same Ben and Travis channel.